Now the animal kingdom, chapter 4. Okay, the basic fundamental features such as level of organization, symmetry, cell organization, that is loose cell aggregate, or okay, coelom, that is body cavity, and segmentation, notochord, have enabled us to broadly classify the animal kingdom. Okay, besides the fundamental features, now all these fundamental features, there are many other distinctive characters which are specific for each phyla or class. Okay, each phyla or class. Now porifera. Porifera includes multicellular animals which exhibit cellular level of organization, that is loose cell aggregate, cellular level of organizations, and these are multicellular animals, right? And have characteristic flagellated choanocytes. Now these are the characteristic cells, flagellated choanocytes. The coelenterates have tentacles and bear cnidoblast. Now coelenterates have tentacles for capturing the prey, food, and all the things, and they bear cnidoblast. It kinds of sting. The coelenterates have tentacles and bear cnidoblast. They are mostly aquatic. They are mostly aquatic, sessile, or free floating, right? The ctenophores are marine animals with comb plates. Now ctenophores, talking about the third phyla, ctenophores, they are marine animals with comb plates. The platyhelminthes have flat body and exhibit bilateral symmetry, right? The parasitic form shows distinctive suckers and hooks. The parasitic forms of platyhelminthes shows distinctive suckers and hooks to get attached with the host, right? Now aschelminthes are pseudocoelomates. Like the body cavity is not completely lined by the mesoderm. It has the pouches, so it is pseudocoelomates. Aschelminthes are pseudocoelomates and include parasitic as well as non-parasitic roundworms. And aschelminthes are, these are the roundworms, and platyhelminthes, these are the flatworms, you can say. Now annelids. Annelids are metamerically segmented animals with a true coelom. True coelom means when the body cavity is lined by the mesoderm, completely lined by the mesoderm. So this is true coelom. The arthropod are the most abundant group of animals characterized by the presence of jointed appendages. Most abundant group of animals is the arthropod, and then characterized by the presence of jointed appendages. Okay, the mollusks have a soft body animals, mollusks, surrounded by an external calcareous shell. They have the external calcareous shell. The body is covered with external skeleton made up of chitin. The body is covered with external skeleton made up of chitin, same as the fungi, right? The echinoderms possess a spiny skin. They possess a spiny skin, right? Spiny skin. Their most distinctive feature is the presence of water vascular system present in echinoderms, right? The hemichordates are a small group of worm-like marine animals. The hemichordates are a small group of worm-like marine animals, right? They have cylindrical body with proboscis, collar, and trunk. They have a cylindrical body with proboscis, then collar, and then trunk. Now the phylum Chordata includes animals which possess a notochord either throughout or during early embryonic life. So phylum Chordata includes animals which possess a notochord either throughout or during early embryonic life. Early embryonic life means talking about the vertebrates, right? Other common features observed in the chordates are the dorsal, hollow nerve cord, and paired pharyngeal gill slits. I repeat it again: dorsal, hollow nerve cord, and paired pharyngeal gill slits. Now, some of the vertebrates do not possess jaws. Examples: Agnatha. Whereas most of them possess jaws, that is Gnatostomata. Okay, so some of the vertebrates do not possess jaws, these are Agnatha, and whereas most of them possess jaws, there is Gnatostomata. Now Agnatha is represented by the class Cyclostomata. So Agnatha is a division, is represented by the class Cyclostomata. They are the most, now the Cyclostomata most primitive chordates. The most primitive chordates are the Cyclostomata. Okay, belong to the division Agnatha, primitive chordates, and are ectoparasites on fishes. So cyclostome, these are the ectoparasites on fishes. Now Gnatostomata, the another division which possesses the jaws, has two super classes, Pisces and Tetrapoda. Now Pisces, these are the fishes, and Tetrapoda, these are the four limbs animals. Now classes Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes bear fins for locomotion and are grouped under Pisces. The chondrichthyes are fishes with cartilaginous endoskeleton and are marine. Okay. Now I repeat this line again. Classes chondrichthyes and osteochthyes bear fins for locomotion, right? Classes chondrichthyes and osteochthyes bear fins for locomotion and are grouped under Pisces. Okay. So Genethostomata, they have the two superclasses, that is Pisces and Tetrapoda, right? Now Pisces is a superclass which includes the chondrichthyes and osteochthyes, right, which bears the fins for locomotion, right? The chondrichthyes are fishes. Now talking about the chondrichthyes, that is a class, a superclass under the under the Pisces, right? Under the Pisces, the chondrichthyes. No, under the Genethostomata has two superclasses, Pisces and Tetrapoda. Pisces is a superclass, right? Now Pisces contains chondrichthyes. Pisces contain the classes which are chondrichthyes and osteochthyes. Now the class chondrichthyes are fishes with cartilaginous endoskeleton and are marine. Okay. Now classes amphibia, reptile, aves and mammals have two pairs of limbs. They have two pairs of limbs and are thus grouped under Tetrapoda. Why they are Tetrapoda? Tetra means four. That is four limbs. It means two pairs of limbs in every class, like amphibia, reptiles, aves and mammals. Okay. The amphibians have adapted to live both on land and water. They are dual in nature, right? Just like bryophytes. Reptiles are characterized by the presence of dry or cornified skin. Okay, limbs are absent in snake, right? Fishes, amphibians and reptiles are poikilotherms, means cold-blooded animal, means their body temperature remains change with their variable, with their, if it's cold their body temperature will be cold. Okay, it's not constant. So aves are warm-blooded animals. Against to them it is warm-blooded animals with feathers on their bodies, whole bodies, and four limbs. And four limbs modified means fronted limbs modified into wings for flying. Okay. Hind limbs are adapted for walking, swimming, perching or clasping. Hind limbs mean backside limbs. The unique features of mammals are the presence of mammary glands and hairs on the skin. These are the unique features of mammals. Presence of mammary glands and hairs on the skin. So these are the unique features. They commonly exhibit viviparity. But example is the platypus, that shows the oviparity. So this is your lesson. Now exercise. What are the difficulties that you would face in classification of animals if common fundamental features are not taken into account? If you are given a specimen, what are the steps that you would follow to classify it? How useful is the study of the nature of body cavity and coelom in the classification of animals? Right. Distinguish between intracellular and extracellular digestion. Intracellular means inside the cell, extracellular outside of the cell. What is the difference between the direct and indirect development? Direct does not have the larval stage and indirect does have the larval stage. What are the peculiar features that you find in parasitic platyhelminthes? They have the hooks and suckers. What are the reasons that you can think of for the arthropods do constitute the largest group of animal kingdom? Because 70% of species of animals, these are the insects, right? Water was main thing is they have the chitin in their cell wall, so it protects them, maybe the reason. Okay, water vascular system is a characteristic of which group of the following? Water vascular system, not canal. If it is canal system, then poriferans, but if it is like water vascular system, then it goes to the echinodermata, that is spiny body, right? And soft body, these are the mollusks, right? All vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. All vertebrates are chordate, but all chordates are not vertebrate. Justify the statement, right? Because in vertebrates, during the embryonic development, there is a presence of notochord, but it gets replaced by the vertebral column in the adult stage. So this is why while rest of the chordates they do possess notochord maybe almost throughout their life, so it is not replaceable. So this is why vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates, because this doesn't happen to every single chordate, right? How important is the presence of air bladder in species to does not get sink into the water, to balance themselves? How important is the presence of air bladder in Pisces? Now Pisces, it is a superclass. It has two classes, there are chondroichithys and osteochithys. I think in chondroichithys there is a air bladder. No, not in chondroichithys. I think in the osteochithys there is a air bladder. Check yourself. Anyways, what are the modifications that are observed in birds that help them fly? They have the hollow bones. Could the number of eggs or young ones produced by an oviparous and viviparous mother be equal? Why? Segmentation in the body is first observed in which of the following? Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida or Arthropoda. So segmentation firstly occurs in which phyla? I think it's Arthropoda, right? Now match the column. Operculum, Parapodia, scales, complates, radula, hairs, choanocytes and gill slits. Now gill slits goes to, I think, mollusca, choanocytes goes to poriferans, and then hairs goes to mammalia, radula goes to mollusca, comb plates goes to ctenophora, scale goes to osteochithys, parapodia goes to annelida, and operculum goes to cyclostomata or chondroichithys, I think. Prepare a list of some animals that are found parasitic on human beings. So these are mostly the parasitic, you can say, like platyhelminthes and liver fluk and all that, and Aschelminthes, these are also the parasites, right? So this is it. This is all, your lesson is done.